day. Girl, leave that man. You deserve better, girl. That's what she gonna say. You gotta hate her for that because you're supposed to stay with your man. You're not supposed to leave your man for nothing. I don't give a damn. We gonna get another woman. It don't matter. You don't leave your man for nothing in the world, and that is in the Bible, man. So you gotta hate your sister sometimes because of that. You gotta hate her because of that sometimes because she's gonna lead you the wrong way. And why you taking advice for her when she ain't got no damn man anyway? You don't need to listen to her no way, man. All right, go ahead and keep reading. Sometimes your brother wants you to get in the game with him and sell dope with him and destroy his people. Sometimes he wants you to do that. You gotta hate your brother sometimes, man. You gotta hate him sometimes. Sometimes you sisters gotta hate your own sisters, man. You know why? You know why you sisters gotta hate your own sisters sometimes? Because she gonna tell you to leave your husband when you having a bad day. Girl, leave that man. You deserve better, girl. That's what she gonna say. You gotta hate her for that because you're supposed to stay with your man. You're not supposed to leave your man for nothing. I don't give a damn. We gonna get another woman. It don't matter. You don't leave your man for nothing in the world, and that is in the Bible, man. So you gotta hate your sister sometimes because of that. You gotta hate her because of that sometimes because she's gonna lead you the wrong way. And why you taking advice for her when she ain't got no damn man?
We're one of the only social media agencies that guarantees 1 million views or you don't even pay. But honestly, that is just kind of what we say for marketing. If you give me 15 seconds, I'll explain how this actually works. So what actually happens is
don't let your strongest muscle be your goddamn them Twitter fingers, nigga. Boss that nigga, man. Put your shit together, man. I'm overrated. So overrated. Overrated. So overrated, nigga. Coming on this bitch real fresh, bulletproof, high shoe, bitch, you better wear your vest. She try to get something off her chest, but the drip on her head made a mess. I'm a real piece of profit on this one, but nighttime sheet, I'm a beast. I'm like, here, eat it up, baby, eat it. Here, eat it up, baby, eat. I walk with my pole like a pimp in the state that I got up a ton. I walk around with a lot of blaze, I lit a rip on them, yeah. Tonight it's a rap, I got a show, live show, and the niggas still indie. Hey, UPK niggas winning, UPK niggas gifted. Hey, I had a little money, but I lost a little money for that punk ass job. Now I'm getting paid off passion, so it's only right that I stunt. All the niggas wanna hate, frustrates on the face, boy, love wasting time. I don't hate being around broke minds, I motivate their ass and they grind. And that's a real ass leader, real ass nigga, 2G short in the flesh. And I'ma eat my plate so good, I'ma let a little bit while the dish. And I'ma beat down your block so rich, top off, you'll feel every leg. I went to another bitch house, cause that bitch ain't clean up the kitchen. And I ain't saying no names, give a goddamn shit, let that motherfucker learn. I left my phone unlocked, woke up, bitch had a damn chalkboard in front. Wanna know who it is, who the fuck is that bitch, I ain't telling no business. And I bought another motherfucking chopper, and that bitch came with some haters, but hey, I'm overrated, pass overrated. I'm overrated, pass overrated, nigga. I'm overrated, pass overrated. I'm overrated, pass overrated, nigga. I pass overrated, my money coming steady, I'ma rock out my good talk. Hey, the women looking good, got them white cross, I was trying to see who got good talk. South Carolina, where them 5 thick women, they better know how to cook up. Hey, never take the bitch from scratch, that'll keep a nigga, yeah, on stop. I be in Atlanta with the hitters, zone 6 rockin' with a nigga. Had a nigga walk up to a G, but couldn't get past my security. Yeah, I go out, that's my dog already, and the police too official. Niggas in the world traumatized, tryna buy a trip off a nigga. But when keeping shows coming, keep these hoes running hill for a change, he'll fly. But I gotta keep my fly slide on me, cause these knack bitches lying. I'm in North Carolina doing red bitch shit, I been got new ties. If you ain't round broke, boy, you tired. But me and my niggas, yeah, pass overrated, pass overrated. Overrated, pass overrated, nigga. Pass overrated, pass overrated, overrated, pass overrated, nigga.
That's the pass overrated, man. Mixtape, EP, whatever you wanna call it. I'm feeding y'all more. Y'all run this shit up, man. Do this shit for the Lord, man. Pass overrated, man. ISUPK Class, man. Shout 2G. Come on, I see you, nigga. Come on.
It says separate. We read the scripture where it says, I, the Lord, am holy, who have severed you from other people. When the Lord calls Israelites holy in the Bible, he means that we are set apart from every other race on this earth. That's right. That's what holy means. I don't care how much sugar on top you want to put on it, how much sweet talk and kisses and love and teddy bears you say, you're still wrong. Either way. Now make your point. Yeah, I'm done for a second. Only for a second, but it ain't over.
You don't want to talk. You want to fuss.
Yeah, I do.
You don't want to.
I do want to fuss.
You don't want to.
I do. I want to complain.
You don't want.
I don't want to engage you. I heard your discussion. Your discussion is coming out of every. Listen, man, what you are saying is coming out of every TV set in America. You think it's the first time I heard the doctrine of Christianity? I've been hearing the doctrine of the Christian church my whole life. Don't come here and act like this the first time I've heard this. George Bush says the same thing. The TV, the radio, your doctrine is coming out the walls. I hear it my whole life. And every time I hear it and go in this Bible and try to validate it, I prove you to be a liar. Every time. Now put sugar on that. Listen, now sweet talk that. Sweet talk that. I put it right now. What does holy mean? What does holy mean?
And
what
that you can scream and holler.
What does
That's
holy
all you've
mean?
done.
What does holy mean?
You say you
mean?
believe in this Bible?
That's what I thought. Yeah, I can prove it. I can prove it. Can you?
Then there's one phrase that I'm going to use in this Bible.
Go ahead, use it.
And it says, flee from the man when you perceive wisdom not to be.
What does that mean? What does that mean?
Walk away from a fool.
Christ flee from everybody? Christ didn't bottle anybody? You're a damn liar.
Walk away from
Hold on. Give me John 7:7 first. You are a liar and don't understand the Bible. Listen, Christ said to battle. Christ said to battle and to testify of evil in this world. You see, you Christians, if I talk sweet, right, then I would be godly. No, if I talk sweet, if I was nice, if I kissed you on the damn forehead, then you would believe I was a godly man. You're soft.
If you're sure of what you say,
and your religion has failed black people. And your religion has failed black people because you are too weak to deal with the problem of the black community. You are too weak and too soft and too lily-livered to deal with the people that are dying. And now it's time for you and your religion to go the hell away and let real men deal with black people. That's John 7. Read it.
John 7:7. John 7:7.
Give me Isaiah 58:1 first. I give you 10 scriptures where God said to yell, to raise your voice, to stand up and say something. While black people died, you talk sweet. While black people died, you danced and you sang and you beat tambourines. While black women died of AIDS. While black men died, you danced and you sung and you kissed on the forehead.
Who has nothing to say.
You're half a woman already. And you and that religion of yours need to go into the gay house with the rest of the sodomites. And you see this. Isaiah 58:1. Your whole religion is garbage. Listen, the whole thing
first of all, you assume
and the sodomite
to show you how stupid you are. You've assumed I'm a Christian. You haven't even had. You made an assumption. And your assumption is not correct.
You believe in God?
And you stand there.
I have a word.
And you
I have a word from God.
And
Don't you want to hear it? Don't you want to hear it?
And you're like an empty vessel. Making no sense.
The Bible says to cry aloud. Read.
Cry aloud. When you say cry aloud,
read again.
You need to cry aloud.
Keep going. Keep going. Wait a minute.
But you don't.
What do you say cry aloud?
You don't talk.
What does cry
you
aloud
don't
mean?
consider.
You don't know the Bible and you're scared.
The only thing you
I'm not engaged in your sickness. Listen, my people have been engaged in your sickness for 400 years. There's a church on every corner. And our people died. There's a band and a tambourine in every black man's hand throughout the country, and my people still died. Let's give them something they never heard. Let's read the Bible. Let's give them something you don't read. Cry aloud. Keep going. Stand up. The Bible says not to stand. I don't give a damn how nice and sweet you talk. And can we have an intellectual conversation? Listen, how the hell? How you talk intellect with a man who hates God?
two
I
sides.
can't talk intellect with a man that hates God.
Two sides.
A man that only loves himself.
You're so
That's the problem.
sure.
Are you think you
Your
Christians think
doctrine
there
is
ain't no
your
two
teaching
sides?
that you can.
There is no two
There has
sides.
to be with two
Of
men
course
talk.
there are. Of course there are. You
When
know
two
why?
men talk,
And that's
there
why
has
you
to
just
be
suck
two
to the
sides.
white man your whole life.
If you're
That's why
sure
you
of your
just sucker
doctrine,
to
then
every
engage
heathen
in
your whole life.
conversation.
I'm not engaging you. I want your religion to die. Listen, I want to destroy your religion. I don't want to engage you. I want your religion to die. Engage you.
Show my people their transgression.
Read again.
Lift up thy voice like a trumpet and show my people their transgression.
That's the Bible. The Bible says to lift up the voice like a trumpet and show my people their transgressions. The Bible don't say, well, hear their viewpoints. Listen to their intellect. Maybe their point of view is shut up. That Christian garbage, man. You sound like somebody's grandmama. And you black men done became a bunch of damn grandmamas. Sitting up in that church, clapping your hands and shaking your hips, while everybody in the black community starved to death. About 250,000 black women are dying with AIDS. You want to have a intellectual dialogue and kiss and love. You black men done been turned to a bunch of damn grandmamas sitting up in that church. You half a faggot already, waiting on the other half to turn. All you Christians. I ain't never seen a Christian man that wasn't half a faggot already. And if you think you the one, you a liar. You half a faggot too.
I ain't have to die to meet the devil. Angels fell and landed in the ghetto. The earth was given to the hands of devils. Then we seen the rise of the devil. We fell for the lies of the devil. When we got high was the devil. I looked into the eyes of the devil. I ain't have to die to meet the devil.
I remember I was only 13 when I met the demon. Gave me a deuce and a bundle of cocaine. Told me to sell to my people, make sure you keep them fiending. If any try to shoot you, make sure that you leave them leaking. He said,
I'ma hold you down when problems pop up.
how you got me moving this dope? Want me in lockup? He said,
Don't you want the Benz vertible with the top cut?
Yeah.
Stop, bitch, you get in that kitchen, let it rock up. Bitches love the dope boy, especially when it's wop up. I know you know Ron.
who the plug from by the block up?
I'll tell you a little secret, make sure that you keep your mouth shut. Ron got a Lexus, crib in Philly and Texas. Trips to the Bahamas, just got a whip for his mama. He fucking up them commas, be honest, he seeing decent though.
I hear you, but I just seen Ron about a week ago. In fact, he ain't looking too good. His knees is kind of slow. I asked him why the struggle. He got stuck up for his bundle, but them 6 hollow tips in his legs what made him crumble.
At least he got a house and mama is living good.
Said the feds took it all. He right back in the hood. I see you try to play me. You gave us crack in the 80s. Made us abort our babies and making hoes out our ladies. I know you got me gravy, but Satan, you must be crazy. It's gonna take more than them cars when to amaze me. I seen niggas shoot for the stars, but being lazy. Never get their head at the clouds, so you don't faze me.
I guarantee that you gon' regret it. Remember I said it.
Nah, you could dead it.
What you saying? I can't win.
Nah, devil, nice try. So until we meet again.
I ain't have to die to meet the devil. Angels fell and landed in the ghetto. The earth was given to the hands of devils. Then we seen the rise of the devil. We fell for the lies of the devil. When we got high was the devil. I looked into the eyes of the devil. I ain't have to die to meet the devil. I ain't religious or superstitious, but we've been getting fucked and put to the side like a mistress. Police patrolling why? Because prison became a business. They murder one of ours and they start talking about forgiveness. We think that it's alright because we got public assistance. If this ain't hell, dog, what is this? Where was all lives mattered when they killed Osama? There was no peace talk like the Dalai Lama. Bush dropping bombs saying he gon' bring the drama. They got justice, man, they even caught the Boston bomber. But when we ride, they send the military in armor. When we fight oppression, then our people die a martyr. You reap what you sow, some people call it karma. When Christ return, y'all gon' get this harvest like a farmer. Don't tell me don't bring up the past no more. They still trying to settle the score with a side of Shakur. I changed my life and I'm just trying to live life right. But at night I look behind me and see flashing lights patting me down. You got nothing that's poking me right. I don't smoke or push pills, I gave up my vice. So Mr. Officer, why you wanna take my life? And your honor, why you gave our homeboy's life? I've been wondering why you shot our homeboy twice. Pussy with a gun screaming after he got a knife. He came from Habibi's spot, it was chicken and rice. Shit's trife, I'm just giving visuals like Skype. Ask Trayvon, Mike Brown, a Kai Gurley, Eric Garner, Sean Bell, Philando, Alden Sterling, Jaquan McDonald. The white man is so devilish. Ask Hammurabi, he'll tell you who the devil is. The white man is so devilish. Ask Hammurabi, he'll tell you who the devil is. I ain't have to die to meet the devil. Angels fell and landed in the ghetto. The earth was given to the hands of devils. Then we seen the rise of the devil. We fell for the lies of the devil. When we got high was the devil. I looked into the eyes of the devil. I ain't have to die to meet the devil. I ain't have to die to meet the devil. Angels fell and landed in the ghetto. The earth was given to the hands of devils. Then we seen the rise of the devil. I pray for the demise of the devil. Lord knows I despise every devil. I looked into the eyes of the devil and said, I pray you die, every devil.
All right. This is Atlanta class, Tuesday class. I'm Officer Bangadar, and today we're going to be talking about women. Since I know a lot of us are talking about multiple ribs and all that, and brothers want all these women and all these ribs, so we're going to see what type of woman that we should have, according to the Bible. So we're going to start off with a virtuous woman. So a lot of women say that they're virtuous. So we're going to see Proverbs 31 goes step by step of what a virtuous woman is. So if you have a woman and you think she's virtuous, or if you're a woman and you think you're virtuous, you should fit all these characteristics that's described by a virtuous woman. So we're going to start off with Proverbs 12 and 4. Proverbs 12 and 4. Hey, what happened? Oh, you're doing that? Okay, my bad. Proverbs 12 and 4. A virtuous woman is a crown to her husband, but she that maketh ashamed is as rottenness to his bones. So if you have a virtuous woman, according to the Proverbs 12, she should be a crown to your husband. But if she makes him ashamed, she's be rottenness to his bones. That's kind of self-explanatory. So we're going to go into the wife of noble character, Proverbs 31. So to give me Proverbs 31, verse 1, we're going to start at verse 1. Proverbs 31 talks about the virtuous woman, wife of noble character. Proverbs 31, verse 1. Yeah, start at verse 1 up there. We're going to go there. There you go. So Proverbs 31, verse 1. The words of King Lemuel, the prophecy that his mother taught him. So a lot of women think that this Bible, what they talk about the women, is what men think. This Proverbs 31 is what the king's mother taught him, or what kind of woman that he should get. Mama told him this. So verse 2, what, my son, and what the son of my womb, And what the son of my vows? Give not thy strength to women, nor the ways to that which destroyeth kings. So you don't give your strength, you don't give your power to your woman, you don't give authority to her, you don't give your strength to your woman, nor the ways that which destroyeth kings. That's how with Jezebel, that's what she did. She had a weak husband and she took his power and destroyed him, and he was a king. So we're going to jump down to verse 10. Proverbs 31, verse 10. It reads, who can find a virtuous woman? For her price is above rubies. So who can find one? Is what Proverbs is asking. Who can find one? So obviously, they're not that easy to find. Every woman is not a virtuous woman, obviously, because she's hard to find. And her price is far above rubies. I mean, she's very expensive. She's worth a lot. The heart of her husband doth safely trust in her. So her husband's heart he feels safe with her, so that he shall have no need of spoil. So he doesn't need any spoil, which is like things, money, and all the things that come with spoil. You don't need any of that because your wife, your heart rests safely with your wife, who is a virtuous woman. She will do, in the verse 12, she will do him good and not evil all the days of her life. She won't do nothing evil against him. She'll do everything good all the days of his life. Verse 13, she seeketh wool and flax and worketh willingly with her hands. So she goes out and works. This one more, she don't sit at home and say, yeah, you got to take care of me. No, virtuous woman, she goes out, she seeks wool, flax, and worketh willingly with her hands. She's willingly going out and working. She is like the merchant ships. She bringeth her food from afar. So she goes far to bring stuff back home to her husband and her family. It's what a virtuous woman does. If your woman's not doing these things, maybe she's not a virtuous woman. Verse 15, she rises also while it is yet night, and give meat to her household and the portion to her maidens. So she wakes up early in the morning before the night even comes up. And she's up there working, feeding the family, getting breakfast ready for everybody. That's what a virtuous woman's doing. This is the advice that King Lemuel's mother gave to him, what kind of woman to get. She riseth also while it is yet light, and giveth meat to her household, and a portion to her maidens. Verse 16, she considereth a field, and buyeth it. So she's buying property. A virtuous woman is out there looking for property to buy. That's what she's doing. She considereth the field, and buyeth it. With the fruit of her hands, she planteth a vineyard. So she's out there making money, buying property. This is what a virtuous woman's doing. She's buying the field and she's buying it. Verse 17, she girdeth her loins with strength, and strengtheneth her arms. So she's strong. Obviously, I mean, they didn't have gyms back then, but I would assume this would mean she's going to the gym working out. She's just not laying around getting fat. She girdeth her loins with strength. She's strong, and strengtheneth her arms. So this is a strong woman. Works hard, buys property, gets up early in the morning, take care of her house, and works. Verse 18, she perceiveth that her merchandise is good. Her candle goeth not out by night. So she's working in the evening too. Her candle don't go out. She's working all night, getting up early in the morning. This woman's working hard. Verse 18, she perceiveth. Oh, we just read that one. Verse 19, she layeth her hands to the spindle, and her hands hold the distaff. She stretches out her hand to the poor. Yea, she reaches forth with her hands to the needy. So she's not only working hard for the family, she's helping poor and needy. That's what she's doing. She's making money.
She's buying property. She's getting up early in the morning, staying up late at night, working. She's strong. Her arms are strong. Her loins are strong. There's a strong woman. Verse 19, verse 20. Let's jump to 21. Verse 21. She is not afraid of the snow for her household, for all her household are clothed with scarlet. So she makes sure her whole household, she don't worry about the cold weather. She makes sure her whole family is dressed nice and warm. She makes sure her house is warm. She's doing all these things. This is a virtuous woman. Verse 22. She maketh herself coverings of tapestry. Her clothing is silk. Her clothing is silk and purple. So I guess back in the biblical days, purple was supposed to be royalty, I imagine, but that's what this virtuous woman, her clothing is silk and purple. Slovakia. Verse 23. Her husband is known in the gates when he sitteth among the elders of the land. So her husband is known. She does so much work for him, making him look good, that her husband is known in the gates with the elders. So he's hanging out with the elders. They know who he is. She maketh, 24, she maketh fine linen and selleth it and delivereth girdles unto the merchants. So there she's making more. She's making linen. She's creating things and selling. She's got her own little business. This is what a virtuous woman is doing. She's got her own business. Let's go back and see what all this is. Her husband is known because of all the hard work she does. She makes herself coverings and tapestry and clothes herself in silk, so she dresses nice. She's not afraid of the cold weather in the whole household, and she makes sure they're all dressed nice and warm. She lays her hands on the spindle. She works hard. She stretches her hand to the poor and needy, so she helps people that need help. She girdeth her loins with strength. So I guess in today's time, she goes to the gym, works hard. She considereth a field and buy it. So she's buying property. This is what a virtuous woman does. She rises also while it is night. So early in the morning, she rises up early in the morning before the sun come up. She's taking care of the family. She's doing everything she's supposed to do. She would do no good. She will do him no good and no evil all the days of his life. This is what a virtuous woman does. If you're not doing these things as a woman with your husband, then maybe you're not a virtuous woman. Maybe you need to do some more work. Let's see, where were we at? Okay, let's go to verse 25. Strength and honor are her clothing, and she shall rejoice in time to come. So strength and armor, that's her clothing, her strength and her honor. That's her clothing. That's what makes her good. A good woman, her strength and her strength and honor. That's what makes her look good. 26. She openeth her mouth with wisdom, and in her tongue is the law of kindness. And when she talks, she's wise. She's talking wisdom when she talks. She's not just talking foolishness when she's talking. She talks with wisdom. And with her tongue is a law of kindness. She's kind when she does. She's not talking crap about people, gossiping behind their backs and talking mean. She's talking with kindness to people. And when she talks with wisdom. Verse 27. She looketh well to the ways of her household and eateth not the bread of idleness. So she's not idle. She just don't lay around eating bonbons and watching soap operas or whatever they do today, Atlanta Housewives and all that. She's not just sitting around doing nothing. She eateth not the bread of idleness. So she's not idle. She never see her hanging just doing nothing. She's always doing something, always busy in the house. You got stuff in there that need to be clean. If your kitchen ain't clean, get up and clean it. Your bathroom ain't clean. I can see some of your kitchens and bathrooms right now. Everybody's kitchen and bathroom ain't clean. Beds ain't made up. Why is that? If you're a virtuous woman, you get all that stuff done from early in the morning. Floors mopped, vacuumed, rugs vacuumed, bed made. Many, let's see, 28. Her children rise up and call her blessed. So her children love her. They call her blessed. Her husband also. And he praises her. So the kids love her, and her husband always praises her. Because of all the work that she does. She's such a good woman. She gets praised by her, not only her husband, she gets praised by her kids too. Verse 29. Many daughters have done virtuously, but thou excelleth them all. So many daughters, many women have done virtuously, but you want the one that excels all of them. Who excels all of them? Who does the most? That's the woman you want. Don't look for pretty faces and big booties. You want the one that excels all of them in her virtuosity, if that's a word, virtuosity. You want the one that excels all of them. That's the woman you pick. That's the one you want. Don't worry about the big booty and pretty face. All that fades. Women put on weight once they hit the. Some of you younger women, once you hit menopause, you're gonna put on weight. Wrinkles are gonna come. You ain't gonna look like you're young anymore. But your virtuosity, your virtuousness is gonna last until you're 80, 90, 100 years old. And you'll be praised by your children and you'll be praised by your husband. So like verse 29, many daughters have done virtuously, but thou excellest them all. You want to excel, you want to do better than all the other women. All of them. If your husband has multiple wives, you want to excel all of them. They think they're virtuous, you want to excel them all. Verse 30. Favor is deceitful. So just be having a favorite woman, just because you're the favorite, that's deceitful. And beauty is vain. The beauty fades. Beauty is vain. But a woman that feareth the Lord, she shall be praised. Not the one that's been having favor, not the woman that's beauty. It's the woman that feareth the Lord and does virtuously and excels them all. She's the woman who gets praised. Give her of the fruit of her hands, and let her own works praise her in the gate. So her own works should praise her. She doesn't have to say anything. She's not looking for validation. Her works, everything she does praises her, and she's recognized for it. That's a virtuous woman. So if you're trying to pick a woman and you have a couple, you're not sure which one that you want to rib, these are the characteristics you want to look for. You don't want to look for just sex, big booty. Every woman comes with a vagina. Everything, they come standard. Every single one has one. So you want to look past that. You want to look for all these other qualities is what makes a good, virtuous wife. All these things. And if you've come short of all these things, well, maybe you're just not a virtuous woman. Maybe you got to do some more work to be virtuous, to excel them all. So, that being said, let's talk about some more women here. Let's go to Titus chapter 2, verse 3. Titus. Let's go to the New Testament. We're going to talk about the age. Some women are getting up in age. We're going to talk about the aged women, what they're supposed to be doing. I don't know when you consider being aged. I would say over 40. Some say over 50. But when you're an aged woman, Titus chapter 2 tells you what you're supposed to be doing and how you're supposed to be acting. This ain't coming from me. This is what the so saith the Most High says all these things. I'm just letting you see what it is. Either you're following these things, either this is you or it's not you. You got to decide that on your own. Titus chapter 2, verse 3. The aged woman likewise, that they be in behavior becometh holiness. An aged woman should be behaving holiness, not gossiping and starting trash and getting messy. An aged woman should be, her behavior is becometh holiness, not false accusers. You shouldn't be lying. Don't lie on nobody. Not giving them much wine. Nobody likes a drunk woman. So, nobody likes that. They get crazy with, Teachers are good things. So the aged woman, you should be teaching good things, not how to, get rid of your husband. You shouldn't be talking about how to do anything evil. Verse 4, that they may teach the young women to be sober-minded, to love their husbands. Women have to be taught how to love their husbands. They're not taught that. The older women are supposed to teach you. Your mother should have taught you. Your mother hasn't taught you. You got to find an aged woman that's in the truth to teach you how to love your husbands. Because if you have a history of being with a guy and you don't like what he said or something, and then you leave him, or you don't like the way his hair is cut and you leave him, nobody has taught you how to love your husband. And it says, verse 4 says, they may teach the young women to be sober, to love their husbands, and to love their children. So obviously, women don't know how to love their children either. They have to be taught according to the scripture right here. The elder women are supposed to teach them how to love your children. They're supposed to teach you how to love your husband. So if you're not listening to an aged woman, then who are you listening to? Because the scripture says it right here. You're supposed to learn this from the aged woman. A young woman has to learn this from an aged woman. You teach the young women to be sober, to love their husbands. Somebody's got to teach you how to love you. You don't know how to do it. Especially if you weren't raised with a father, you have no male figure. You never saw your mother deal with your father. So how do you know how to love your husband? And you have to be taught how to love their children. It says right here that they may teach the young women to be sober, to love their husband, and to love their children. So women have to be taught how to properly love their children. Verse 5, to be discreet, chaste, keepers at home. Shouldn't be out there running the streets. Supposed to be discreet, chaste, keepers at home, good, obedient to their own husbands. That's the one that women don't like. An older woman has to teach you how to be obedient to your husband. That the word of God not be blasphemed. Because if you're not doing it this way, the word of God is blasphemed, because this is what the Most High says you should be doing. If you're not doing it, you're blaspheming the word of the Lord is what you're doing. I want to get to this other one. Hold on here. I got it in here somewhere. I like this one. I like these verses. Let me find it here. Hold on a minute. I put it in here. I think I put it in here. Hold it. It's reminded me of something here.
Hey, Shalom, Adawan, Yahweh Shem, Yahweh Shabbarakatah.
What's up? What's going on?
Hey, not too much, Adawan.
Oh, I thought you wanted to say something.
I'm gonna read for you though, Adawan.
Okay. All right. Okay, let me get to where was I at? I was gonna look for something. I just forgot what I was looking for. Let's start with, hold on a minute. We're talking about these women. Okay. We're going to jump around a minute here. So let's go to, give me Proverbs 14, verse 1.
Khan, sir.
14, verse 1.
Khan. The book of Proverbs, chapter 14 and verse 1. Every wise woman buildeth her house, But
Keep reading.
Salakia.
Go ahead.
Come. But the foolish plucketh it down with her hands.
So every wise woman builds her house up. You're not tearing down your family. You're not tearing down your house. A wise woman buildeth her house, but a foolish woman plucks it down with her hands. She destroys her own family. She destroys her own. You see this all the time with these women that's not in the truth. They're out here, multiple baby daddies. They build up a house and then they tear it down and go find another man to build another house with, and they tear that one down, and it's just the endless cycle.
Right.
But it's every wise woman. If you're a wise woman, you build up your house. You find the right husband. The husband finds the right wife, and you build up your house. You don't tear it down. A foolish woman will pluck it down with her hands, because they do it all the time. Then they go try to find another guy, and they have some reason they're going to leave them. And now you got two babies with two baby daddies. Now you got two houses you done destroyed, and then you go for a third one and a fourth one. I mean, when does it end? Because you're not being wise when you're finding a husband, and the man's not being wise when he's picking a woman. Okay, jump to Proverbs 11:16.
Come, sir. Proverbs chapter 11 and verse 16. A grievous woman.
A gracious.
Oh, Salakia. A gracious woman retaineth honor.
Keep going.
Come. And strong men retain riches.
So a gracious woman, one woman who's gracious, she retains her honor. She keeps her honor. She's honorable her entire life. And a strong man retains his riches. He just don't blow his money on nonsense. You don't just, you get some money, you blow it all on liquor and craziness and video games, but you're not retaining your riches. You're not taking your money and building anything. And a gracious woman, she retains her honor. So you want an honorable woman. And a man, you should be retaining your riches. However you're getting your money, you need to retain it, not just blow it. Right. So each year you should be instead of retaining your riches should be accumulating as time goes on.
That's right.
Give me Proverbs 12:4.
Salakia out of one if I could, sir.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
That's a heavy point, because are you familiar with Megan Thee Stallion and the Clay Thomas situation?
Oh, I'm not really up on it. What, tell me about it.
Okay, so so that scripture says, "A gracious woman retaineth honor." She retained that honor by being modest. By being righteous. By carrying herself with dignity. And not like a 304.
Right.
And that's what's so heavy about how you say a man's supposed to progress in life. You're not supposed to spend all his earnings, on hoarder. So what's interesting about the situation, supposedly they were dating, and she had asked him to pay her, I think it was over like $200,000 a month.
Wow.
And some of these men are actually giving women that type of money every month.
Yeah. Yeah, because I don't know. Maybe I know the sports dudes do it, but I'm not aware of that particular those two people. But if you pick the right woman to begin with, she's not going to leave you, and you can build your household together.
Right.
And as you get older, you're going to need this as you're older. When you're young, you think you're going to live forever, but as you get older and older, you want to be able to accumulate and build something together. But if she's leaving you for whatever, you got the wrong woman, she's going to leave. She's going to take half of maybe everything of yours. Then you got to start all over again. And you don't want to be 40 and 50 years old trying to start over again.
That's a fact.
So you want to pick that right woman ahead of time, and that's why I went over to. I don't know if you heard me with the virtuous woman. You want a woman that's virtuous, according to what the Bible says. That's the woman you want to pick.
Right.
You want to pick that one. Not the pretty face and the big booty. That ain't gonna do nothing but cause you problems later on. Because she's gonna go with the next guy, like she's been doing her whole life.
Right. That should not be the main priority.
Right. So that's why we went over. I don't know if you heard me with the virtuous woman of Proverbs 31 or Proverbs 10 or whatever it was, 31. I went over exactly what the virtuous woman, the attributes of the virtuous woman is. So, as a matter of fact, give me Proverbs. Give me Proverbs 12 and 4. Proverbs 12 and 4.
Come on, sir. The book of Proverbs, chapter 12 and verse 4. A virtuous woman is a crown to her husband.
Keep going.
Come on. But she that maketh ashamed is as rottenness in his bones.
Yeah, so a virtuous woman, she's a crown. You're proud of this virtuous woman. She's doing everything she's supposed to do. You're building together. Everything is great. She's taking care of your kids. She's having kids for you. You eventually get a house. You know what I'm saying? You build your household up. But she that maketh him ashamed is rottenness to his bones. That dirty, no good woman, she's rottenness to your bones. You come home and you're like, damn, I got to come home to this woman. She's rottenness to your bones, and it's going to destroy everything. I think it was another scripture up there. It said a righteous woman builds her house up, but a foolish woman would tear it down.
Right.
So, and then that foolish woman would be rottenness to your bones. If you got a woman that's rottenness to your bones, then, she can become virtuous, but she's got to get into them scriptures and learn how to be a virtuous woman. And usually, like what the scriptures was saying, an older woman has to teach a woman how to love her husband, because women don't know how to love their husbands.
Right.
Women don't know how to love their kids. The older woman has to teach. Usually the mama is supposed to teach them.
Come.
But nowadays, some of the mamas don't even know. We're getting into multiple generations of this dysfunction.
That's right.
But if you go back to the scriptures, if you don't have an older woman, if you're a woman, don't have an older woman to teach you, you need to have a fine and older woman in the truth to teach you how to love your husband and how to love your children correctly, so that your marriage can last and you can build your house and so forth, as the scriptures say.
Come.
So go to verse 10, 31, get to Proverbs 31 and 10.
Come, sir. Proverbs chapter 31 and verse 10. Who can find a virtuous woman? For her price is far above rubies.
No, my bad. Give me 31 verse 12. My bad.
No sweat. I don't want. Verse 12. She would do him good and not evil all the days of her life. So she should be doing you good, no evil. If she's doing evil to you, the scripture says she will do good. This is for a virtuous woman. 31:10, it starts with the virtuous woman. So this woman that's virtuous will do you good, not evil, all the days of your life. If you have a woman that's not doing that, maybe she's not a virtuous woman. Maybe you got to find a virtuous woman. These are the attributes you want to look for with the virtuous woman. So we talked about the virtuous woman. So let's talk about wicked women. Women that, somebody say something? No? Awesome.
I thought somebody had a question. Is there any questions on the chat? You see any questions on there? Okay, we'll keep going then. So let's go to Ecclesiasticus, chapter 7, verse 26.
Come.
These are the women you want to avoid.
Come. Ecclesiasticus chapter 7 and verse
26.
26.
26.
Come on, sir. Has thou a wife after thy mind?
Is that verse 26? Ecclesiasticus in the Apocrypha?
Come on, sir. Ecclesiasticus chapter 6.
We want the Apocrypha. That's Ecclesiastes. We want Ecclesiasticus in the Apocrypha.
That's it, sir.
No, that's Ecclesiastes.
Okay.
We want the Ecclesiasticus.
Come on. Chapter 7 and verse 26.
Yes, where it says, I find more bitter than death.
Okay, I think that is
in the Apocrypha.
Salaki Adawan, I think that's Ecclesiastes chapter 7 and verse 26. And
it says, I find more bitter than death. Okay, hold on a second. I could be wrong. Let me check real quick right here. Hold on.
Come on, sir. No sweat.
Yeah, let me check. Make sure I'm not wrong. Hold on a minute. Hold on. Was that what I said? Verse 26, I said?
Okay.
Was it verse what? What did I say?
Chapter 7 and verse 26. Ecclesiastes.
Wait a minute. I'm tripping here now. Hold on a second.
Sometimes I get it mixed up too, sir.
Yeah, okay, Ecclesiastes 7 and 26. Okay, now hold on a second. I got so many scriptures, and sometimes I write them down wrong. Ecclesiastes 7 and 26. Yeah, sure enough, you're right. What the hell? Well, anyway, I don't know what scripture this is, but I'm gonna read it. I'm gonna read it because I don't know where this is at. Got Ecclesiastes.
Okay, I'll read it for you, sir.
Well, I mean, I can find it. Hold on, I gotta find this. Now that's messing with me here. Okay. Hold on, I'm gonna find it. Let's see. Yeah. Oh, my bad. Ecclesiastes. You're right. Ecclesiastes 7 and 26.
Come on, sir. And I find more bitter than death the woman whose heart is snares and nets, and her hands as bands. Whoso pleases the Most High shall escape from her, but the sinner shall be taken by her.
So the person you were talking about earlier, I don't know who that was. It probably fits this here because I fear it says, I find more bitter than death the woman whose hearts is snares and nets. You got some women that'll find I guess they call them simps today and just work you. She's snares and she's nets. A snare is a trap and she's nets. Her heart is a trap, and her hands as bands. Her hands are tying your hands up. Whoso pleases God shall escape from her. If you got a woman like that, you want to escape from her. But the sinner shall be taken by her. The sinner loves those wicked women. Because I think there's a scripture that says a wicked man gets a wicked woman, and a righteous man gets a righteous woman. So there are types of women who is more bitter than death, whose heart is snares and nets. Her heart is a trap. She's trapping you.
Right.
And her hands have got you tied up. Well, whoever pleases the Lord will escape from her. If you got a woman like that, you need to escape from her.
They call it
the sinner loves her, loves them wicked women. You got something to say?
Salaki, I was just gonna say they called it a honey trap.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I don't know what the new saying is, but yeah, that's you know the type of women I'm talking about. We all know these type of women. You got to stay. If you want to please the Lord, you want to escape from her. As soon as you see her, she comes up to you at the store, say hi. You just walk past. I ain't got time. Go find you a sinner, a man who sins, and y'all be perfect together. Go to First Ezra in the Apocrypha, chapter 4 and 26. We're talking about these women we need to be watch out for. These are the women you do not want.
Salaki, I don't want. I think Trooper Yakar, he had a question.
Okay, what's the question?
Salam Yahbashim Yahshua Brakatah. Adawan, I was just gonna say what a good example be like, these so-called what they call themselves bad bitches, they got the nice little provocative clothes, well not nice, but the provocative clothes with the breasts hanging out. Would that be like when they call themselves queens and say they not no hoe and they wrap you up with let's get rich together and all that? Would that be like a good definition of a
Oh, yeah,
woman?
that's perfect. Yeah, that's what they are today. That's exactly it, because it says, I find more bitter than death. Or sure, she's a snare in a net. It's a trap. And whoever pleases God will escape from her. When as soon as you see her, unless you're going to try to bring her into the truth and try to correct her, but you don't want to fall into that and do the things that she wants you to do, because it says a sinner will be taken by her. So you know the type of woman, and when you see her, you should know immediately she's not a virtuous woman. You want the virtuous woman, the big booty and and all the other stuff that they come with, the big gigantic eyelashes and all that. That's the trick. That's the snare. That's the trap to get you, and then they'll try to work you. But if you're a sinner, you love that type of woman. If you're a righteous man, you want that virtuous woman.
Right.
And the virtuous woman will work out a whole lot better for you. So you won't be sitting there on child support, taking care of a bunch of kids. She's digging out your check every job you get, because that happens. Every job you get one of them sinner women, one of the more bitter than death women. She'll have you all jacked up with child support and in the court, back and forth in court and all kind of craziness. But you'll go through hell trying to see your kids and all that stuff because of the type of woman that you got. You got a woman that's more bitter than death. I don't know if anybody who's got baby mamas like that. I had one at one time, but I fixed her. But I had one like that, and it was horrible. Fighting over the son, going to court, back and forth, dodging child support, police coming at my house. It was bad. It was more better than death. She was a snare and a net. And she had my hands tied up, taking me to court. But it says, whoso pleases God shall escape from her, but the sinner shall be taken by her. You gotta watch out for that type of woman. Now, I'm not saying she can't be corrected, but you don't want to partake in her silliness.
That's right.
Salaki.
Somebody else got a question? Comment?
It's like Yashua, sir. It's like preaching officer Hyatt call, sir.
All right, what's going on?
Yeah, just had another precept for you. What you were speaking about before, but Ecclesiasticus, chapter 26 and 23. Other one.
Yeah, go ahead and read it.
Come on. A wicked woman is given as a portion to a wicked man.
That's the one.
But a godly woman is given to him that feareth the Lord.
Yes, that's it right there. If you're a godly man, the Most High is going to give you a righteous woman. If you're a wicked man, that's it. Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly right. So you want to look out for that stuff when you're out there. Don't go for the big. Always back in the day, we say big button and smile. You don't want to go for that, because then you'll believe me.
Right.
You will have problems. You gotta get yourself a righteous, God-fearing, virtuous woman that does all the things that's in Proverbs 31. That's the woman you want. So give me first. Any more questions? Any comments?
It's like if I may, I was a little late getting on, but I had that other precept for you too. But it was very heavy. How you were talking about,
You go ahead and read it. Go ahead and read it.
Khan is speaking about the wise woman, teaching the daughter. The book of Titus, chapter 2, verse 3 through 5. The aged woman likewise, that they be in behavior as becometh holiness, not false accusers, not giving too much wine, teachers of good things. Verse 4, that they may teach the young women to be sober, to love their husbands, to love their children. Verse 5, to be discreet, chastity, keepers at home, good, obedient to their husbands, that the word of God be not blasphemed.
That's right. That's yeah. We talked about that earlier, but that's the woman that you want. So you got to be able to. Women have to be taught this. So the aged woman has to teach the younger women these things. They have to be taught.
Right.
So the women don't know. If they're just out there trying to figure it out for themselves, that's when their heart becomes traps and snare, because they're probably listening to social media and all that craziness they're telling these women to do. I mean, some of this stuff I look at, it's like just a bunch of nonsense. It's just destroying everything. You can't, how you going to have a nice, how you going to build a nice home and have a nice family and a righteous family, and you're dealing with all this internet nonsense. You want to stick into the Bible. What does the Bible say we're supposed to do? And there's plenty of things, scriptures in here that describe what the women is supposed to do. So you don't want to look on social media and, they're just looking for likes and, they just say anything provocative just to get everybody talking and arguing. But you want to get into these scriptures. These scriptures will tell you how you're supposed to live, how you're supposed to act, how your family structure is supposed to be, the woman you're supposed to have, how you're supposed to act as a husband. These scriptures tell you all of this. All you got to do is follow it. It's right there in black and white.
Come.
Anything else you want to say?
Lies, sir. That was it. You up there cooking all the one. Slappy.
Okay, so let's go to 1 Ezra chapter 4.
Come, sir.
1 Ezra chapter 4, verse 26.
Come, sir. Verse 1 Ezra chapter 4 and verse 26. Yea, many there be that have run out of their wits for women and become servants for their sakes.
So, we've already talked with most of y'all already know they got women that'll run you out your wits. There's many men who've run out their wits for some of these crazy women, and they become servants. Because when a woman describes what a real man is, what she's describing is somebody to serve her servant. She wants you to be her servant.
Right.
That's what they're teaching you. That's what when they say a real man will do this. A real man, they always say that. And every time what they're saying a real man to do is somehow serving her. You're basically trying to be her servant. And there's many men have run out of their wits for women, because no matter what you do for them, as much as you can be a servant, they're gonna run and find another guy that's not such a, what today I guess they call them simps. You don't want to be that guy.
Right.
Be a servant for her. That's a simp. And there's many guys out there simping for these women. And then if you don't want to do it, you'll find some other simp to do it. So you just leave that type of woman alone. Get yourself a virtuous woman, one that wants to build a house, wants to build a family, do all the things a virtuous woman does.
Right.
Yeah, if she wants a simp, there's plenty of them out there. Tell her go get a simp. It ain't gonna be me. Anything else you want to say? Want to add anything?
Lucky out of one I was just gonna say, if I could, sir.
Yeah, go ahead.
And yeah, like you were saying, you don't want to start nothing you can't finish. You're going out of your way trying to please her, and no matter what you do, never, when you play yourself like that, no matter what you do, it'll never be enough.
That's right. That's the way it is. I don't know why they got women that do that, and the guys fall for it.
Come.
And a lot of times, I don't know why. Maybe, a lot of men been raised without their fathers. Maybe their fathers hadn't told them, hey, don't do this, don't do that. That structure that the man brings. If you've just been raised by your mother, there's a structure and that's not present with just a single mother household. That structure that the man brings isn't there. So like if you have kids, it's important for you to be there for especially your sons and your daughters too, because they have to see how a man acts. Your son has to see you to know how a man is supposed to act. If all he's doing is watching his mother, then he's going to act the way she acts, out there hollering and cussing and arguing and nagging and blah, 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 just talking and talking and talking. Men don't, your father's not going to teach you to do that. You'll watch your mother do that. It works for women. See, women, they try to teach their son how to survive in the world, but what women can do, a man can't do. So you can't act like her, because it ain't gonna work out for you that way. This way, you need another man teach you how to navigate through life and get to all these traps and get around this racism and all this other nonsense that they got going on. Get away from the gangs and the drugs. It takes a man to be able to teach his son how to avoid all these things and how to act, without just walking around being a punk. There's a way to act and maneuver around these distractions that they have out there. So,
well said, Adawan. Well said.
Oh, thank you. So 26 of Ezra chapter 4:26. Many, I'm gonna read it over one more time. Yea, many there be that have run out of their wits for women. If you run out of your wits, you ain't the only one. Many have done it and become servants for their sakes. Become servants for the women's sakes. Become their servant.
Yeah.
It's the definition of a simp. That's what a simp is. You don't want to do that. You're supposed to be head of the household. You have to lead. She's not leading. If she's trying to lead, you got some hard decisions to make.
Salak Yadawa.
Yeah, go ahead.
If I may, sir, can I pull a precept and see if it's going what you're saying, sir?
Yeah, go ahead.
Come out of one, come to water, sir. This is Leviticus 18 and 21. Neither shall they shall not take a wife that is a whore or profane, neither shall they take a woman put away from her husband, for he is holy unto God.
Yeah, that's exactly. Yeah, that's a real good precept. So you don't want a whore. Now, in today's world, there's very few virgin women, but once you come into the truth and you're born again, your past is wiped away. So if she comes into the truth, she can be a new person. But from then on, she can't be whoring after that. But if you have a woman who has a shady past, she can come in the truth. You can teach her. She can still be a righteous woman, but she has to leave all that behind. That's why when the women come into the truth, they have to shed their worldly, everything from the world. You got to shed that. So she can shed that. There's hope for them, but you gotta work with them. So if you have a wife that's like that, if she's willing to change, you can if you want to overlook it, some brothers can't overlook that, but some can.
Mm-hmm.
What was the rest of that precept you was reading?
Let's see, Adawan. I can read that was the end of verse 26, but if you want me to.
Yeah, just read it again, just so I to make sure we didn't miss anything.
This is Leviticus 18, 21 and 24.
Go ahead.
Neither select.
All right, take your time.
Con. My phone is going low. I need to put my phone on charger.
Oh, okay. Well, you can bring it up later. Charge your phone. You can bring it up later. So we were at so my scriptures. We were at First Ezra chapter 4. So we did 26. Let's do First Ezra chapter 4, verse 27.
Come. Many also have perished, have erred, and sinned for women.
Well, we got a lot of men who've erred. They perished because of women, and they've erred, which is they've made mistakes because of women, and they've sinned because of women. You want that woman so bad, you're gonna sin, you're gonna err, which is making mistakes. You're gonna perish because you want her. But if she's not virtuous, what do you want her for? If she's not a virtuous woman, what do you want her for? And like I said earlier, if it's just for sex, every woman is equipped with a vagina, every single one. So that's standard issue on every single woman. So every woman has that. Every woman has sex. You can have sex with every single one. So that shouldn't be number one on your list. It has to be more than that. It has to be more than just a big butt. There's 1,000 women got big butts, but they ain't worth nothing. They ain't about nothing. They got to be virtuous. Got to be able to work hard. Build up the house. Love her husband. Cherish him. You're supposed to be, you should be proud of her. Now when she comes around, it's like, oh man, is that your rib over there? Yeah, I know. You don't want to be like that. She should be so virtuous, work so hard, so godly that you're proud of her. You praise her, and your children would praise her. Everybody's praising her. That's the woman you want, not the one that embarrasses you.
Right.
So as many have perished and have erred and sinned for women. They got brothers that'll sin.
Right.
A woman. So let's go to Proverbs chapter 7, verse 10.
Okay, sir.
Proverbs 7 and 10.
Come. The book of Proverbs, chapter 7, and verse 10. And behold, there met him a woman with the attire of a harlot.
Keep going.
Come. And subtle of heart.
So behold, there met him a woman with the attire of a harlot, which we talked about earlier. She's dressed like a hoe.
Yeah.
You see them all over the place.
Right.
And subtle of heart. Give me verse 11.
Come. She is loud and stubborn. Her feet abide not in her house.
So she's got a big mouth. She's stubborn. She don't want to listen to you. She don't want to take your instruction. She thinks she know everything. She's hollering and cussing out the kids, cussing you out, calling you all out your name. We all know women like that. There's a whole bunch of them out there. She's loud and stubborn, and her feet is not in the house. She's down in the club every single night. She's lying. You tell her to come back in the house. She's cussing you out. She's gonna do what she want to do. She's loud and stubborn. Her feet abide not in her house. She's not staying in the house. A righteous woman is staying in the house, taking care of that household. She ain't running out in the club every night, dancing and twerking for other men and all that kind of stuff. Give me verse 12.
Come. Now is she without, now in the streets, and lieth in wait at every corner.
Yeah, so when, now she's without. She ain't got nothing. Now she's in the streets. This woman's in the streets. Lieth in wait at every corner. What is she waiting for? The next simp to come around that she can use and take advantage of. That's what she's sitting there at the corner waiting for. The next one to come around. And there's a whole bunch of them out there. But you, being an ISUPK, being a man of the Lord, you're not like that because you know what to look for. You see this type of woman, if she doesn't want to come into the truth and change her ways, you got to cut her loose. Just go ahead.
It's like I want. They're real heavy. I know you might not be aware. This is for the young whippersnappers. But you know what I'm saying. There's a little rap. You know what I'm saying. Verse that's real popular. It says she's for the streets.
Yeah. So it's right there. Scriptures is saying it for the streets. That's what the Bible is saying right here. They had them back then. She's for the streets. She said right there, now she in the streets. That's exactly right. The Bible warns you about that woman. She's in the streets and don't want to come out the streets. Leave her there.
Right.
Leave her there. You know, if she wants to get right, have her come into the truth, study these scriptures, do what she's supposed to do, you know, there's hope for her. But if she don't want to do it, if she don't want to take your lead, why, you know, let her go. And then later on, when she's got about, you know, 4 baby daddies, you know, 5 kids, 4 baby daddies, she'll put on a whole gang of weight. Now she's going to come back and say, you know what, I should never have left you. That's what they're going to do. They could be like, hey, I don't know what to tell you. I try to help you. I try to get you in the truth. You didn't want to come. Now when your options are out and now you're struggling, which I told you were going to do, now you want to come back. I don't work that way. Unless you want to get right with the Lord. That's who these women have to get right with. It's not for other people, even with the men, with us. We need to get right with the Lord. It's not right. It's not for anybody else. It's not for nobody else. You want to please the Lord. And the Lord tells you how you're supposed to act, and it tells her how she's supposed to act and how your family's supposed to be. So whatever you know, me or you were thinking, like what we learned in the world, we can't really use that with the scriptures. You can't be like you was when he was out in the street. You got to cut all that loose. All of that, you got to cut all that stuff loose, because the Lord wanted us to be holy. They didn't want us to be gangbangers and drug dealers and alcoholics and crackheads and all. They didn't want the women to be out there twerking and tweaking and all that crazy stuff they're doing. They boss bitches and queens. That's not what the Bible tells you you're supposed to be.
Right.
That's why you come into the truth. You leave all that shit behind, all of it, and get into the scriptures. And the scriptures tell you how you're supposed to act, how you're supposed to behave, how you run your family. It's right there in front of you. You got the Bible. Everybody's got the Bible. It's right there. And I'm bringing out scriptures so you know what's the. You can't say, well, nobody told me, because I'm telling you right now. Any other comments?
Oh, Salaki, I don't want, if I could.
Go ahead.
That remind me of Lot's wife. You know, she didn't want to let that old life go, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Kept looking back.
Yeah.
End up biting in that, you know, in the tail.
Exactly. And if you're a man, have a woman like that, you gotta let her go and get it and find one that wants to be virtuous.
Right.
You know, that's the one thing I want to stress to all the brothers is you got to get a virtuous woman. That's what you're looking for. You're not looking at all that other stuff. You don't worry about any of that other stuff. She needs to be virtuous, because that's what the Most High wants you to have, a virtuous woman. So where were we at? Proverbs chapter 7. Let's go to Proverbs chapter 7. Hold on. Yeah, give me Proverbs 7 and 25. Let's go to that one.
Come on, sir. Proverbs chapter 7 and verse 25. Let not thine heart decline to her ways. Go not astray in her paths.
So don't let your heart decline. It means go down to her ways. You're gonna be going down. You don't want to lower yourself to her level.
Right.
And go not astray in her paths. Whatever path she's going, you don't want to stray off into her path. She's supposed to follow you. You're not following her. Because remember, she doesn't know how. She has to be taught how to love her husband. She has to be taught how to love her children, which is one of the scriptures I read earlier. She doesn't know how to do any of these things. Right. So she's supposed to follow you. When you're following the word and you telling her how to do it, it's right there in the scriptures. So you're not supposed to follow her. Go not astray in her path. So if you go to Adam and Eve, are you still on there?
Come on, sir.
Oh, okay. It's just like with Adam and Eve. What did Adam get punished for? Following Eve. He followed Eve. He said, for you, because you listened to her, this is your punishment. Eve got punished for going to the tree of knowledge. Adam got punished because he listened to her. That's what he got punished for. Because he's supposed to be telling her what to do, but he followed her and got punished for it. Because the women will lead you astray.
Lock out of one.
Go ahead.
If I may, sir. That Leviticus 21:7, I think that was all on that. But if I could, sir,
Go ahead.
should I see if this next precept fit with what you're saying? I don't want.
Go ahead.
Con, I don't want con. This is for what you're saying right now. This is Proverbs 31:3. Give not thy strength unto a woman, nor thy ways to that which destroyeth kings.
Yeah, so you don't want to give away you don't want to be destroyed. You don't want to let that woman destroy you. And it goes back to you have to be the leader and you have to lead her. So it's more important for you to learn these scriptures and know how to act correctly. And you need to know how she's supposed to act so you can correct her. Like I say, all these scriptures are in your Bible. It's telling you all these things, what to look for, what she's supposed to do, and what she's not, what to look for, what you don't want. So, you have to choose wisely. Because you choose the wrong woman, after a couple of years, it's going to be more bitter than death. I've experienced it. Many of us have. Many of us have these baby mamas. It's horrible. It's hell. But if you get a righteous woman from the beginning, you know what I'm saying, and really think about what you're doing, and checking her out and seeing if she fits all these qualifications, then choose that one. Your life will be a whole lot better because of both sides. That's what he wants. He wants the righteous man and the righteous woman. This is what he wants. Anything outside of that, you're straying. That's why on verse 25, it says, go not astray in her paths. Don't follow her. Whatever she's telling you to do, you should know. You're supposed to be telling her what to do because you're the leader. So when you say, we're going to do this, we're going to do that, you listen to her, because a lot of women is full of confusion, a lot of chaos. That's why the man is, men has to bring the order and structure. And you get your order and structure through these precepts. It tells you exactly what to do, and then you bring this order and structure into your house. And like I say, if she doesn't want to follow that, that's what I say. A virtuous woman is hard to find, more precious than rubies. Who can find one? They're not easy to find.
Oh God.
They're not easy. But you got to find her. Okay, what was that? That was let's go to verse 26, Proverbs 7:26.
Oh God, sir. Proverbs chapter 7 and verse 26. For she has cast down many wounded. Yea, many strong men have been slain by her.
Yeah, because you got this beautiful woman. She done cast down many men. She done broke hearts after heart after heart. She just breaking hearts. She's no good.
Yeah.
Many strong men have been slain by her. They got strong men getting sucked into this woman's trap. She's just breaking hearts left and right. Don't care. Leaving your crumpled heart over on the curb, and then she's off to the next guy to break his heart.
Right.
You try to build something with her, it ain't gonna work because she's gonna leave or do something crazy or mess everything up or try to turn you into a simp, make you chase after her. That woman, it says, for she had cast down many wounded. She didn't cast down many men. She didn't cast down. Even strong men have been slain by her. You didn't got strong men too. Knock them off their little pedestals. But she's not a virtuous woman. You don't want that. You've got a woman like that, you got to either correct her or toss her to the side and get you a virtuous woman, the one that wants to go by your program. If she don't want to follow your program in the house, what do you need her for? What is she there for? If she's going against everything you say and arguing everything you say and don't want to do anything that you want to do, what's the purpose of having her?
As long as that man play a video real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, come.
Brother's gonna play a video.
Hey, fellas, you might want to know this about your woman before you tie that knot.
To hold from this day forward.
To have and to hold from this day forward.
For better, for worse.
For better, for worse.
For richer, for poorer.
For richer, for poor.
In sickness and in health.
In sickness and in health.
To love.
To love.
Cherish.
Cherish.
And obey. To love.
To love.
Cherish.
Cherish.
And obey.
I'm not saying that word.
Say it.
I'm not saying that word. I'm not obeying anybody. I don't obey anybody, especially him. So you can continue without that word. Cherish. I'm not obeying nobody. I'm not saying that word. You think I am about to start my life off obeying a man? Never.
That's a great video, what we're talking about. Because verse 26 says, and she have cast down many wounded, yea, many strong men have been slain by her. Go to verse 27.
Come. Verse 27. Her house is the way to hell.
Her house is the way to hell. You get that woman like that, don't want to do anything that you say? He should have walked out right then.
That's right.
He should have walked out. I would have walked out. You got nothing else to say. If you can't obey me and follow my instruction and follow my lead, I'm not gonna be your simp. You crazy?
Come.
You know, you got this woman. You come to class and your woman's kicking you in the ass, and all the brothers looking at you like, what the hell is wrong with you? You know what I'm saying? She's cussing you out and talking crazy about you to everybody. Like, what the hell? No, hell no. Because her house is the way to hell, which is verse 27.
Salak had one if I could.
Go ahead.
They ain't even married. They ain't even married yet, and she already embarrassing him.
Yeah. And on film, everybody can see it. He should have walked away. And if sex is marriage, she probably already screwed him 1,000 times already. You know, it's just a little Esau marriage. You know, she'd have been tossed up 100 times already by who knows how many dudes. You know, and then that's her wicked spirit. She said she ain't gonna listen to nobody. Okay, well then, go off on your own and let the Most High deal with you. You know, don't come back later when you're 60 pounds heavier and you got a bunch of bastard kids. Don't come around talking about, hey, you know what, I was wrong. Oh hell. You know, we could have worked something out. You moved on to somebody better. Now you find somebody else that wants to work with you. You got somebody else that wants to build your household with you. That wants to have a righteous family with you. You can bring your kids to the school and they participate in the UPK things. You know, you want that. A woman like that, you ain't gonna be able to do it. Everything you're trying to plan, she's gonna block all of it because she's got her own on the bar that she's trying to be.
Come.
Got a comment?
Sir, I was just saying, you know, like you were saying, she got her own agenda.
Mm-hmm. And the scripture says her house is the way to hell. If he goes on with that, his house he's on the way to hell, going down to the chambers of death. And for him, it's going to be more bitter than death. That woman is going to be more bitter than death. You can just imagine when she starts having children and start playing games with the children, and you can't see them now. And oh my God, I could just imagine the madness he's going to have, the hell he's going to have to go through if he didn't walk out of that right there. If that was my son, I would be like, you need to go. Or come on, we leaving right now. I don't care. You You ain't no hell nah. I raised you better than that. No, hell nah. But it says her house is the way to hell. That was a great video too. That goes exactly what these wicked women are doing. I wish you had a video of a virtuous woman. That would be even better. You know, 'cause I know we're going off talking about how bad the women are, but at the beginning we were talking about the righteous women. I mean, the virtuous women. So let's go to Ezekiel, chapter 16. Now this one here is interesting. This verse right here, chapter 16, verse 44.
Okay. The book of Ezekiel, chapter 16, and verse 24.
No, 44.
And verse 44. Behold, everyone that uses proverbs shall use this proverb against thee, saying, as is the mother, so is her daughter.
So with that woman right there, where do you think she learned that from? Her mother is probably the exact same way.
Okay.
Her mother probably already chased her daddy away. She probably raised no dad because mama was the same way and most likely chased him away. So she probably learned all of that from her mother. So that's what I'm saying. We're getting into generations of this dysfunction. So we as men of the Lord, we got to bring it back the way it's supposed to be, because it's getting, you know, it said, so how the mother is, so is the daughter. So the daughter's like that, it means the mother's like that, because the mother didn't teach her. Because when we talked about the aged woman in Titus, it said the aged woman is supposed to teach the young woman how to love their husband. Obviously, she wasn't taught that. So as like the scripture says, as is the mother, so is the daughter. Go to verse 45. The next verse, 45.
Come. Verse 45. Thou art thy mother's daughter, that loatheth her husband and her children.
So it says right there, that mother's daughter who loatheth, who hates her husband and hates the children. Because remember in the other scriptures, the aged woman is supposed to teach the woman how to love their husband and how to love their children. Women don't know how to do this.
Right.
So if you have the woman, it says in the verse before that, as is the mother, so is the daughter. With that woman that was in that video, thou art their mother's daughter, that loatheth her husband. She hates that man. To not even be able to embarrass him like that in front of everybody, and then have it posted on, on YouTube for everybody to mock him and laugh at him. Just think of how he feels.
Right.
Thou art their mother's daughter, that loatheth her husband and her children. Keep reading.
And thou art the sister of thy sisters, which loathe their husbands and their children.
Yeah, so it says right there, sister to sisters. When the women are talking to each other, they hate their husbands and hate their kids, and they're gonna tell you. They usually, the woman's best friend who done messed up her marriage, got a bunch of baby mamas, a bunch of baby daddies. It says sister to sisters which loathe their husbands and their children. So now you're not going to listen to your mother's teaching you how to hate your husband and your kids, and your friends are teaching her how to hate her husband and hate her kids. When the aged woman is supposed to be teaching you how to love your husband and how to love your children. They have to be taught.
That's right.
So go to Ecclesiasticus 25 and 23.
Come on, sir. The book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 25 and verse 23. A wicked woman abateth the courage.
So a wicked woman will take away your courage. She's so wicked. I bet that brother's courage has been taken away. She's so evil, and he let her do this stuff. So his courage is already away, because he should have stood up right then and said, "What are you talking about?" But obviously, But probably with all her nagging, she's taking away his courage. He's just standing there looking stupid while she's just embarrassing him in front of everybody. It's because she's a wicked woman, abated the courage. Keep going.
Come. Maketh in heavy countenance and a wounded heart.
The way your face looks is you're heavy, you're looking sad all the time. That's your face. She's taking away, she's making your face sad, a heavy countenance. And keep going.
Come. A woman that will not comfort her husband in distress maketh weak hands and feeble knees.
Yeah, so she's not comforting you. She's making your hands weak. She's making you weak. That type of woman will make you weak if you allow her to keep on with it. Because the only way that she can be strong is in the household is for you to be weak. So she becomes the husband and you become the wife. You're following her lead. And she's making your hands and your knees weak. She's making you weak. Read verse 24.
Come, sir. Ecclesiasticus chapter 25 and verse 24. Of the woman came the beginning of sin, and through her we all die.
And what was the sin she was doing? What did Satan tell her? You could be a god just like Adam. You could be like a man. You can be just like them. Even though the Most High gave Adam all the instructions and he was supposed to teach her, that snake Satan came and said, "No, don't listen to that. You can be in charge." That was the sin. And then, like I said, Adam got punished for listening to her. A lot of Christians don't realize that that's what the punishment was for. If you read, I don't have the scripture on me, but the scripture, if you look it up, Adam was punished for listening to her. You're not supposed to listen to that nonsense. That man that was getting married, even though he's probably a Christian, but he should have put his foot down right then.
Come. Salaki out of one if I could.
Go ahead.
That's heavy because, he said, you can be a boss lady,
Mm-hmm.
He fooled her even in the beginning with the spirit of feminism.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And as it was then, so it is now.
Mm-hmm.
We see the same, tactic, the same thing,
Yeah, exactly. The spirits are the same. It's just what women were there. The men are the same as they was back then, and the women are the same. It's the same spirit. We're just in modern times, but the same stuff comes up. That's why these scriptures are hitting home, because these scriptures were written, 2,000 years ago, but it still applies today. Because these spirits haven't changed.
Nothing new under the sun.
Exactly. So that was give me Ecclesiasticus chapter 26, verse 7.
Come, sir.
No, so let's talk. No, wait a minute. Hold on. What was the last thing we read? Was that verse 24? That was Ecclesiasticus 25 and 24. Did we read 24? No, yeah. Verse 25. There was one more verse I wanted to do on Ecclesiasticus 25 and 25.
Come, sir. The last precept we read was precept 24.
Yeah, so I want you to read 25. That's an important one.
Come. Ecclesiasticus chapter 25 and verse 25. A shameless woman shall be counted as a dog.
No, wait a minute. Hold on. 25 and 25? That's where you're at?
Come, sir.
I done messed up again. What was 24? A woman came to the beginning of sin, right? That was 24?
Of the woman came the beginning of sin. That's 24.
And what's 25? And what's 25?
Oh, Salaki Adawan, verse 25. Give the water no passage.
Yeah, there it is. Okay, okay. I thought I was tripping. Yeah, go ahead. Read that one. 25.
Come. Ecclesiasticus chapter 25 and verse 25, sir. Give the water no passage, neither a wicked woman liberty to gad abroad.
So you don't want to give that wicked woman liberty to be doing all that. You don't want to let her do that. You have to correct her. You're not supposed to let her do that. Give the water no passage. You don't let that pass. You don't let it pass. Like with that brother that was in that video. You shouldn't have let that pay. He let that pass. Didn't say anything. It says neither a wicked woman. It says give the water no passage. Neither a wicked woman liberty to gad abroad. You don't let her do that. You got to correct her immediately.
That's right.
And if she doesn't want to accept the correction, now you've got some decisions to make. So go to Sirach 26 or Ecclesiasticus 26 and verse 7.
Come, sir. Ecclesiasticus chapter 26 and verse 7. An evil wife is a yoke shaken to and fro. He that hath hold of her is as though he held a scorpion.
So an evil wife is like a yoke. You know what a yoke is? When it has it on the bull and is just shaking it back and forth. She just got you. She's just shaking you back and forth. And he that has hold of her is as though he held a scorpion. What does a scorpion do to you? Scorpion is trying to kill you. He's going to hit you with that poison tail. Having a wicked wife is like holding a scorpion. It's like having a yoke on your neck and she's pulling you back and forth.
Salaki.
Go ahead.
It's like if I may, that's very heavy because scorpions ain't like bees. Bees, they sting you one time, then they die themselves. Them scorpions, they can keep on stinging you, keep on, doing it.
I didn't even know that. But that makes it even worse. I thought they did it one time. But ooh, man, she's gonna keep stinging you. You're gonna keep holding on to her.
Right. Come. And it's like if I may, that's why these two precepts are very heavy together. Cause like just like you said, Alwan, like you hold on to it. So it's gonna keep on stinging as long as you hold on to it. And then even, you know what I'm saying, with that last precept, that's the heavy part because you know what I'm saying, you can't let that keep on passing. And that's what that brother in that video did. That brother in that video, that wasn't the first time he been disrespected. That ain't the first time he seen that woman's character. But he gave way to those waters. And by him giving ways to it, now everything just came to a head. And now the brother, you know what I'm saying, unfortunately got embarrassed like that. Salaki.
That's exactly right. And he got stung over, like you just said, stung over and over and over again. And he got poked again with that damn scorpion. And she's gonna keep doing it to him.
Come.
Right.
Gonna keep doing it to him until he just has no more strength. And he's just gonna be, I forgot what the other scripture was saying. He's gonna be many strong men been weakened. That's what she's doing to him. So, if he was strong enough to stand up to her, but most likely he's probably scared she's gonna leave. But in this instance, let her go.
Right.
Let her go. If she don't want to get in with your program, let her go. If she wants to leave. Like we used to have a saying back in the 70s, cop and blow. But she leaves, and then they have the next sister come and fill her shoes and be a righteous woman.
Right.
So if she wants to leave, it's her loss. Go to Ecclesiasticus chapter 26, verse 8.
Come, sir. Ecclesiasticus chapter 26 and verse 8. A drunken woman in a gatter abroad causes great anger, and she will not cover her own shame.
Yeah, so if you got a drunken woman, it's always drunk. I mean, it's okay to drink, drink some wine and stuff, but I'm talking about stumbling around drunk.
Right.
She causes great anger. She makes you mad. One, you're embarrassed. Two, she's probably talking to you all crazy, drunk. Because you got a lot of people who get drunk and get angry. You know, you got different kinds of drunks. Some drunks are happy drunks. Some drunks are angry drunks. Some drunks want to fight all the time. So, you know, if she's drunk, she's going to cause you anger, and she will not cover her own shame. You might be out somewhere now. All of a sudden, she's drunk. Now she wants to twerk on top of the table, and you're sitting there embarrassed, like, oh my God, you might be there with your family or something. Who knows? And she's just drunk, and I ain't gotta listen to you. I'll do what I want. And she gets up there, starts twerking in front of everybody, and then some dude's gonna make a comment to her, and now you got to say something. That's these things, you know. These wicked women do these things.
God.
You know, this, I ain't saying this every woman, but the wicked women do these things. These are things you want to look out for.
That's a fact. Come on, sir.
You want to say something?
Sir. I was just saying that's a heavy point. No, I agree. I agree.
Okay, so let's go to Ecclesiasticus 26 and verse 9. That's the next one.
Come on. Ecclesiasticus chapter 26 and verse 9. The whoredom of a woman may be known in her haughty looks, in her eyelids.
So the whoredom of a woman, you can tell what way she looks, the way she's carrying herself. You can tell she's a hoe.
That's
the way
right.
she looks, her eyelids, she'd be fluttering eyes.
I actually have a question about this.
Yeah, go ahead. What's the question?
So when it says like a haughty look,
Mm-hmm.
is that the same as like arrogant, or is it more?
Let's look it up. Look it up.
Come.
That's a good question. I used to know the definition of it. I can't remember it right off the hand, but look that up. If I'm not mistaken, it's an evil look, but I'm not positive.
This is from the Merriam-Webster dictionary. Haughty, blatantly and disdainfully proud, having or showing an attitude of superiority and contempt for people or things perceived to be inferior.
That's what a haughty look. Read that one more time.
Come. Haughty, blatantly and disdainfully proud, having or showing an attitude of superiority and contempt for people or things perceived to be inferior.
Yeah, that's I guess you call that a boss bitch. You know? Yeah, she's proud and arrogant, and she thinks she's better, and you know, her haughty looks and her eyelids. So that's what a whoredom of a woman. You can tell she's a hoe just from that. But read that one more time if you got it. I like that definition. That's read it one more time. I like that one.
Blatantly and disdainfully proud.
Blatantly and disdainfully proud. Keep going.
Having or showing an attitude of superiority.
Got this superior attitude. She just thinks she's she thinks she's the queen bee. Keep going.
And contempt for people or things perceived to be inferior.
Yeah, so she thinks she's better than everybody. She'll think she's better than you. That's how you can tell she's a hoe. That's why you can tell a whoredom of a woman. It'll be known in her haughty looks and her eyelids. So yeah, that was a great definition. I'm glad we got that because I knew the definition, I couldn't remember it. So yeah, that's how you know the whoredom of a woman, from those looks. But like I said, big booty and a smile ain't always what you want. When you want that virtuous woman. Let's go to verse 12.
Come. Verse 12. She will open her mouth as a thirsty traveler when he hath found a fountain, and drink of every water near her.
Keep going.
Come, sir. By every hedge will she sit down, and open her quiver against every arrow.
She could open her quiver against every arrow. She She'll open her mouth as a thirsty traveler. Just kind of picture what they're describing here. This is the whoredom of the woman. She'll open her mouth as a thirsty traveler when he hath found a fountain, and drink of every water near her. She's messing with every single man it's around her. She don't care. That's what makes her a whore. By every head she will sit down, and open her quiver against every arrow. I don't have to go into detail with that. That should be self-explanatory. But if somebody needs more definition on that, we'll keep on going.
Salaki.
Go ahead.
Nah, I believe you hit on it earlier, Adawan. She for the streets.
That's exactly right. But this is how you can tell. These scriptures are telling you how you can spot her out if you don't already know. You got some brothers that ain't experienced a lot of experience with women. Some brothers have more experience. So these are the things you need to know. So if you already know these things, this is a good refresher course. So that was verse 12. So give me a clip. Oh, I like this one. Go to Ecclesiasticus chapter 23 and verse 22.
Okay, sir. Ecclesiasticus chapter 23 and verse 22. Thus shall it go also with the wife that leaveth her husband.
So this scripture here is talking about the wife that leaves her husband. Okay, she's gonna leave her husband. Keep going.
Come on, and bringeth in heir by another.
So this is a woman who leaves her husband, gets another man, and has a baby by another man. That's what this is talking about. Okay, go verse 23.
Come on, sir. For first, she has disobeyed the law of the Most High.
That's the first mistake. She's disobeyed the Most High. Number one, by leaving her husband and having a baby by somebody else. That's her first mistake. She had disobeyed the law of the Most High. Okay, keep going.
She committed adultery out of one.
Yes, exactly.
Come on, sir. And secondly, she has trespassed against her own husband.
Yeah, so she's wronged her husband. That's the second thing she's done wrong. Keep going.
Come on. And thirdly, she has played the whore in adultery.
There it is there. She played the whore in adultery. She became a whore by leaving her husband and going with another man. She's played the whore in adultery. Keep reading the rest of that.
Come on, sir. And brought children by another man.
Brought children by another man. She's left her husband. These are three things, the three mistakes that she's done. These are actually the three charges, I guess you could say. We were in the court of law. She disobeyed the law of the Most High. Who said you can't leave your husband and get another man because that's adultery. Second, she's trespassed against her own husband. She's wronged her own husband by going with this other man. Third, she played the whore in adultery. If you leave your husband for another man, you're a hoe, according to the Bible.
Read,
go ahead.
And back when we were in our own land, if a woman was guilty of these charges, would not she be worthy of death?
Yeah, back in those days, yeah, he's stoned, and the man who had slept with her would be stoned to death also.
Come.
But since the Levitical priesthood is done away with, those punishments aren't. We don't do those punishments. You can't bust a woman in her head with a rock anymore. Back in them days, you women cheat on you, you get a big ass rock and bust her in the head, and that's the end of that. You know what I'm saying? But because that's the Levitical priest would do that. But today, that's done away with. So when Christ comes, that's done away with. But now we have to. I would just leave her, but the Most High deals with her. We can't bust people in the head with rocks anymore. You can't bring her to the school or in front of the generals, and the generals grab a rock and bust her in the head. We don't do that anymore. So, yeah, but in the Old Testament days, exactly, she would be busted in the head with a rock, and he would too. The guy that she had a child with, because he's with another man's wife. He get busted in his head. So let's see where we're at here. Ecclesiasticus 23 and 24.
Come, sir. Verse 23, verse 24. She shall be brought out into the congregation, and inquisition shall be made of her children.
Is what they would do. They bring her out to the congregation and the inquisition. I mean, they're gonna question her and bring charges against her. Go ahead. 25.
Come, sir. Her children shall not take root, and her branches shall bring forth no fruit.
26.
Come. She shall leave her memory to be cursed.
So we should remember her. Her memory will be a curse for her doing that. You leave your husband with another man. But I guess if you have kids or not, your memory is cursed. Her memory will be cursed. Keep going.
Come. And her reproach shall not be blotted out.
Reproach would not be blotted out. What she did wrong would not be blotted out. Keep going. 27.
Come. And they that remain shall know that there is nothing better than the fear of the Lord.
Yeah, so when you see what happens to her, you know not to do that. That's why you're fearing the Lord. You're fear that these consequences will happen. That's what the fear of the Lord is. You should be afraid of straying away from these scriptures because of what the Lord is going to do to you. That's what the fear of the Lord is. That's why you should fear him. You're fearing doing wrong against what he says because of the punishment he's gonna put on you. That's where the fear is. Because I had somebody else was asking me, some Christian was saying, why I gotta fear the Lord? He's all love. No. If you don't follow his rules, there's curses that come on. It's in Deuteronomy 28:16. There's curses for not following it. And if you go to Deuteronomy 28:1, if you follow it, it shows all the blessings.
That's right.
And you follow all these rules, you're blessed with all these things.
Right.
Go to Ecclesiastes 26 and 22. Ecclesiasticus 26 and 22.
Come, sir. Ecclesiasticus chapter 26 and verse 22. Thus shall it go also with the wife that leaveth her husband. Is that what we want?
Oh, no, Ecclesiasticus in the Apocrypha 26, 22.
Come, sir. Ecclesiasticus chapter 26 and verse 22. And harlot shall be accounted as spittle.
So a harlot, which is a hoe, she's counted as spit. Keep going.
Come. But a married woman is a tower against death to her husband.
So a married woman who stays married and follows her husband, she's a tower against death for her husband. And of course, we read this earlier, but we'll get Ecclesiasticus 26 and 23. We got a lot of scriptures on these wicked women, boy. They're making sure that we know all about them.
Yeah.
Yeah, but 26 and 23. I think we read this earlier, but let's read it again.
Come. Ecclesiasticus chapter 26 and verse 23. A wicked woman is given as a portion to a wicked man.
Keep going.
But a godly woman is given to him that feareth the Lord.
So if you're a wicked man, most likely gonna give you a wicked woman. So if you got this wicked woman, it's something you're doing wrong too. But if you're a righteous man, a godly woman will be given to him that feareth the Lord. You fear the Lord and follow these precepts, you'll get a godly woman. But if you're a wicked man, you're going to attract that wicked woman, and you're going to be wicked together. Let's see. I got a whole bunch of scriptures here. I did a whole lot about how terrible women are. Oh, wow. Wait a minute here. I think I'm going to go back. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on a second here. Time we got? How much more time we got left? Oh, we got about 15 minutes.
Okay, sir.
So let me go back. You know what? I'm gonna go back. We're talking about these women. I'm gonna go back to the virtuous women because I'm gonna leave on a positive note in case there's any women listening. So we got we're gonna go to Proverbs 31. We're gonna go. We're gonna talk about this virtuous woman one more time as we close out. I'm gonna give you the attributes. We know what not to look for. Or we know what to look for with a woman we don't want. We just went over that about the past hour. So we'll go back and talk about the women, what a virtuous woman actually is. We're going to go back over that one more time.
Come on, sir.
So we want to start with Proverbs 31 and 3.
Come on. The book of Proverbs, chapter 31 and verse 3. Give not thy strength unto women, nor thy ways to that which destroyeth kings.
So you don't give your strength there. You don't give your authority to her. Now, with this Proverb 31, like I was saying earlier, this, a lot of Christians say, well, man wrote this Bible and they're just anti-woman. But on Proverbs 31, on verse 1, it clearly shows that, read verse 1.
Come on, sir. Proverbs chapter 31 and verse 1. The words of King Lemuel, the prophecy that his mother taught him.
So his mother taught the king about these virtuous women, the woman that he should pick. Mother, this ain't just men bashing women. This is what mom told her son, the king, to look for.
Mm-hmm.
So let's go. And she's the one that said on Proverbs 31 and 3, give not your strength unto women. She told her son that. So let's go to verse 10.
Come on, sir. Verse 10. Who can find a virtuous woman? For her price is far above rubies.
So who can find a virtuous woman? Obviously, this woman is hard to find. We saw all the wickedness. All those wicked women ones we talked about, we all know these women. We all ran into them. When we was going over the wicked women, all of us can relate to all those wicked women because we've all run into them. But who can find a virtuous woman? Because her price is far above rubies. Once you find her, it's like finding a needle in a haystack.
Right.
Read verse 11.
Come on, sir. The heart of her husband doeth safely trust in her, so that he shall have no need of spoil.
So the heart of her husband is safely trusting her. So you can trust her. You can trust your heart with her. So he don't have no need to go out and rob and get spoiled and all that because she's taking care of the household. Read verse 12.
So like a real quick, Adawan.
Go ahead.
General Muhammad, he often brings this out around the wicked, the world's wicked holidays about how the crime rate increases, because men that's in the world that have these wicked eves, around Valentine's Day, around Christmas, they may be unemployed, but they don't dare come home empty-handed without putting no gifts under that wicked Christmas tree. Yep. So they go out and rob. They go out and spoil.
Yes.
But what's so heavy about this precept is it says that when you have a virtuous woman, she doesn't put that type of, you don't have that type of pressure on you to do those things.
That's right.
I yield, sir.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Valentine's. I remember back when I was in the world, Valentine's Day, I didn't want to buy nothing, and then you see the people selling balloons and teddy bears on the side of the road, and I'm like, oh man, I can't go home with nothing.
Right.
I don't want to spend the big $40 basket. I can't bring the little $5 basket because that's too little. I don't feel like spending $40, $50, so I'll be like, maybe the $20. You know, I had to bring something home. And Mother's Day too is another one. Mother's Day.
Right.
You know, don't come home with nothing for Mother's Day. Come home with nothing for Valentine's Day. That dragon will be waiting for you. I used to put on my posts on my Facebook on Valentine's Day. If you go home without that present, that dragon's waiting for you. You're gonna be battling all night without that little $20 stuffed teddy bear and some chocolate candy. It was crazy. But yeah, you're right. That's exactly right. You will have no need for spoil. Go to verse 12.
Come concert. She will do him good and not evil all the days of her life.
Go to 13.
Come con. She seeketh wool and flax and worketh willingly with her hands.
So she's working willingly, doing things with her hands.
She not
really working. She ain't sitting around talking about you got to do this and you got to do. You know, she's willingly working with her hands.
Come con.
Go to 15.
Come concert. Verse 15. She riseth also while it is yet night, and giveth me
early in the morning. So it's like it. She's getting there early in the morning. It's still dark outside. She's getting up. And what is she doing when she's waking up? Keep going.
Come con, and giveth meat to her household, and a portion to her maidens.
So she's up. What? She's getting everybody ready for the day, getting the food ready, make sure everybody's breakfast is done. She's getting up early, making sure the man is strong enough to get to work that day. You know, you got to feed him, keep his strength up. Go to 16. That's the one I like. Verse 16.
Come concert. Verse 16. She considereth a field and buyeth it.
So she's considering a field. She's buying some land. She's purchasing some land.
Come con.
She's considering the field and she's buying it. That's a virtuous woman. She ain't just sitting around with her hand out talking about, you know, you got to serve me. She's putting work in. She's finding a field. She's buying it. What is she buying it with? Keep reading.
Come con. With the fruit of her hands, she planteth a vineyard.
Yeah, so she's buying it with the fruit of her hand, and she plants a vineyard. She's making money.
Right.
And she's going out buying some property. That's what she's doing.
Concerts. She's looking for ways to bring money into the household.
Yeah, she's building. She's taking care of the home. She's building. She's building. She's not the scorpion stinging you all the time.
Right.
You're working. You guys are working together. You're building a life. You're building a family. You're building a house. Go to 17.
Come concert. Verse 17. She girdeth her loins with strength, and strengtheneth her arms.
So I like to say that one. I like to say she's going to the gym. That's the way I look at this verse right here. She girdeth her loins with strength, and she's strengthening her arms. She's getting strong. So I guess in today's world, you know, going to the gym, keep it in shape, keep it strong, so she can do all this work.
That's right.
You gotta be strong. You can't just be, you know, laying around all day and gaining 50 to 100 pounds. You're 200 pounds overweight. How are you going to move around and do all this work? Got to be strong. It says a virtuous woman girdeth her loins with strength, and strengthens her arms. So this is a strong woman. She's physically strong. Go to 21.
Co-concert, verse 21. She is not afraid of the snow for her household. For all her household are clothed with scarlet.
So because it's cold outside, she's not worried about that. She's making sure her family is warm, making sure her kids got enough clothing, coats and stuff. She's making sure all of this. She's not afraid of the cold weather. She's making sure everybody's nice and warm. She's taking care of the household and she's taking care of the family. That's what she's doing. She ain't out running the streets, getting drunk in the club, twerking and tweaking and all that other stuff they be doing. She ain't doing that. Go to 23.
Concert, verse 23. Her husband is known in the gates when he sitteth among the elders of the land.
So basically, she's making him look good.
That's right.
Your rib should make you look good. You're not supposed to be making her look good. She's making you look good. That's why her husband is known in the gates, because you have this fantastic woman that's doing all these things for you to making you look good for everybody. Her husband is known in the gates while he sits among the elders. Go to 24.
Verse 24. She maketh fine linen and selleth it, and delivereth girdles unto the merchant.
So she's got her own business. She's making linen. She's making dresses. She can sew. She's selling her merchandise. She's making money. She's not just sitting at home. She's making money. She's buying property. She's taking care of the family. She's getting up early in the morning, feeding everybody. Go to 25.
Concert. Strength and honor are her clothing, and she shall rejoice in time to come.
So her clothing is what makes her look good is her strength and honor. That's what makes her look good. That's what makes her look good, her strength and honor. Not what she's got on, not, she's wearing little tight shorts and got her walking around with her breasts all hanging out. That's not what makes her look good. It shouldn't. It's her strength and her honor. That's what you should be looking for when you're finding a woman that has strength and honor. Not just big butt and smile and big gigantic 2-foot long eyelashes and all that, tight ass clothes and showing off everything. That's dressed like a harlot. Her strength and her honor is what you're looking for.
Salaki, I don't want if I could.
Yeah.
That's a heavy precept. So her strength and her honor, that's her clothing, and meaning her good name, her good reputation. That's her clothing. That's what she's known for, known by you.
Exactly. Exactly right. Let's go to verse 26.
Concert, verse 26. She openeth her mouth with wisdom, and in her tone is the law of kindness.
So when she's talking, she's talking wisdom. She's not just talking crazy, gossiping and talking about people, and she's not doing that. When she opens her mouth, wisdom's coming out of her mouth. The young women should be able to learn something from her when she speaks. And her tongue is law of kindness. She's not putting people down and talking behind their backs and talking about, did you see what she looked like? Did you see that dress she had on? And look at her. No, her tongue is law of kindness. When she speaks to people or about people, it's kind words. And she talks with wisdom. Go to 27.
Concert, verse 27. She looketh well to the ways of her household, and eateth not the bread of idleness.
So she looks at the way she's trying to see what's best for her household. And she doesn't eat the bread of idleness. She's not idle. She's not sitting around. She's always doing something. Like I was saying earlier, you know, is your bathroom clean? Is your kitchen clean? Is your oven clean? You know, or the floors mopped? You know, is the carpets vacuumed? Is the beds made? Or the sheets clean? All these things. You're taking care of the house. You shouldn't be idle. There's always something to do inside that house.
Right.
You got food to cook. You got dishes to wash. In addition to all the things the things she's making, the fine linen and stuff that she's making and selling. She's always doing something.
Right.
When she's finished doing all the household duties, she's got all the things, the fine linen that she's making and selling. She's always busy. Go to 28.
Come on, sir. Her children arise up and call her blessed. Her husband also, and he praiseth her.
So her children saying she's blessed, her children love her, and her husband praises her all the time because what a good woman she is. She's being praised all the time about what a good woman she is. And like I said at the beginning, how do you find this woman? You find her as her price is more than rubies, is what it says. These are the attributes of the woman that you want, because this is what's going to help build up your household. Go to 29.
Come on, sir. Verse 29. Many daughters have done virtuously, but thou excelleth them all.
So you got a lot of women who do virtuous things, but you want that one that excels all of them. That's the one you want. The one that's doing more than everybody. Many women are doing these things. Get the one that excels all of them. You want the best one you can get. Go to verse 30.
Come on, sir. Verse 30. Favor is deceitful, and beauty is vain. But a woman that feareth the Lord, she shall be praised.
So the favorite woman, the one that's the favorite of everybody, that's deceitful. Beauty, that's vain. The beauty's going to fade. Your favor can disappear too. One minute you're the favorite, next minute you do something wrong and nobody likes you no more. Your beauty is going to fade. The older you get, your beauty is going to fade. When you start putting on weight and getting older, it's going to fade. I don't care who you are. Your beauty is going to fade. You can't just rely on that. But a woman that feareth the Lord, she shall be praised. She needs to fear the Lord and do these things to be a virtuous woman. She's going to be praised because she's not just living off of her favor and her beauty. That's all you got to offer. And the virtuous woman is offering all these other things. You know, you got to make a decision. Which one do you want? The traps and snares, or you want the virtuous, holy woman?
Right.
So, got something to say?
No, sir.
Well, it's 9 o'clock now. We went over a lot of this. I had more scriptures on the wicked women, but I think I don't want to go. I wanted to have more on the virtuous women, but we're going to end the class now. My voice is getting sore.
I got a good precept out of one to end it on.
Yeah, go ahead.
The book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 12 and verse 13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear the Most High and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man.
Yes, that's exactly right. Follow them scriptures. Everything's going to go right for you. That's your duty. Like you. You want to do the announcements? You guys still do the announcements? Yeah, go ahead and you can do the announcements.
Clap it up. We are the ISUPK, started out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for new brother and sister. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6-month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithe, which is a command. Numbers 18:21, Malachi 3:8-10, means tenth in Hebrew, by Ishra. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you. Give to Treasury Department or teacher, priest fund, free will offering for priests, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like to give. Upcoming holy convocations will be Feast of First Fruits and Salah.
I think that's the 31st, it's Sunday.
Okay, that'll be 31st of May, Sunday. I'll ask him to check the bulletin board in the hallway. If anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, start wearing all black. That's boots, shirt, pants, headband, and scarf. And with that, we'll give a salute to the men of Israel. Men of Israel, Majum, Shabbat, Majum, Barak, What we said is, may the Lord bless you in the name of Christ. Young Tommy's hands down. Now we're going to give a salute to the sisters. Men of Israel, Shabbat, Majum, Barak, Yahweh Shamar, What we said is, may the Lord watch over you in the name of Christ. Y'all time hands down, class dismissed.
That's right.